So, when we look at the things that go in to make a story, we want to look at things like characters, setting, the problem, the key main events, and the solution or the resolution to the story. So, in the beginning, we learn about the characters, so who is involved in the story, and we also learn about the setting. So, let's think about setting. Setting is really important because not only does it tell us where we are, but it tells us like the time period or even the time of day. It tells us the kind of environment that we're in. And so that could include the weather. So you want to think about like when is the story taking place? Where is the story taking place? And what are important elements about their environment that are going on around them? So the setting is going to affect what happens, and then the characters are going to have a reaction based off of what is going on. Okay, so when I have a story and I might be talking about the beach, if I'm saying that it's a bright and sunshiny day at the beach, that's going to give me one kind of story because my characters are probably going to be happy, running around playing in the sun and in the sand and in the water, might even get a little bit of sunburn. But a bright sunny day at the beach is a pretty good day. If my setting is at the beach and there is a hurricane or a tsunami or some sort of large natural disaster coming, that's probably not such a great day at the beach. There's going to be a lot of wind and rain. People might be running around kind of freaking out or evacuating. So they're leaving their place. They might also be boarding up, right? They're going to be in the house instead of out on the beach. So setting is more than just where they are, right? Even if I am at the beach in the morning versus the middle of the day versus at night, that's going to have an influence on the characters and what they're doing at the beach as well, right? If I'm there at night, I'm probably not going to be laying out getting a tan. I might be looking for turtles because that's what people typically do at night, right? So my activities and my events are going to change based off of what I can do, how it looks, what's going on around me. And so then at the bottom, you see that the characters and the settings should fit together, right? So if I have a pig, a sheep, and a cow, it might make sense if I'm at a farm or if I'm at a petting zoo or something like that. If I have a pig, a sheep, and a cow, I probably don't want to be in downtown in the middle of the city, right? Chaos could be happening if these animals are out on the road. Okay, so think about where you are and how important it is. There's a story that is called Parched, and it takes place during a drought in Africa. So if you're familiar with Africa, you know that it's typically hot there. It's a lot of desert and things like that. And so the fact that there is a drought and that there is no rain is very important to this story because the characters are trying to survive and they're trying to get water. So because there is a drought, the influence is that the characters need water. This girl, Sorrel, her parents are killed because they are hiding a water source. Musa is a male character in the book, and he is able to locate water using sticks. And so he is being held captive by these gangs, right? So all because there is a drought, which is part of the setting, and the influence of people needing water, the characters act a certain way. So the whole plot centers around these characters struggling to survive and needing water. So this setting is important to the characters and to the plot. Another thing that you might pay attention to with setting is kind of like the mood, right? So again, setting can also influence how you feel about it or how the author is making you feel about the story. So kind of the mood and the tone, right? Take my sunshiny day at the beach again. If it's a sunshiny, bright day, we might feel happy about what's going on. If it's a hurricane or a tsunami coming, we're probably not going to feel very great about the beach setting in that moment, right? So setting not only impacts the characters and what they're doing or their actions and reactions, but it also impacts how the characters feel as well, okay? So my example, another one from a story would be The Landlady. Billy looks in and he sees flowers, furniture, fire, and furry friends, and he decides that this place might be inviting and that he'd like to stay there. So he goes against what he knows about bed and breakfasts, and he takes a risk and he stays there anyway, based off of looks.